Welcome everyone to another edition of the State of the Marauders podcast, sponsored as always by our good friends at D1 Media Pro, the number one live stream in the state of New Jersey for high school sports. The wrestling team broke a school record this week at the Region 4 Championships at Union High School. They dominated the competition, so find out what that school record was and how many guys are going to Atlantic City. Hint, hint, that was the school record. And also, the basketball team dominated in their two state matchups on their way to today's state semifinals against St. Joe's of Montvale. We'll also reveal who won this week's Marauder Player of the Week award and reveal 5 new candidates for next week's award. We can always be found on any listening devices on Apple, on Spotify, on Anchor, Google Podcasts, you name it. We're there. So be sure to search State of the Marauders or follow us on our social media profile at SOT Marauders to see all of our exclusive Marauder content. We're also on YouTube on the State of the Marauders app as well, so you can listen in with the app. But as always, I am your host, team reporter Renal Rodriguez from the class of 2010. We have a lot to talk about this week, so let's get right into it with our news of the week. So, in big news of the week, we're going to start off. Make sure you download the app. I keep saying this every week, but we need to make sure you download the State of the Mars app. We have the live stream links, Player of the Week voting, big games coming up. Watch the live streams. Got live stats, live tweets. I was tweeting a bunch from the Region 4 Championships this weekend. So make sure you download the app today to get everything you need for the St. Peter's Prep Athletics. Also, make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel at SOTM Network as well. And lastly, if you want the live stats as the game's happening, will be exclusive to Game Changer, and that's also on the State of the Marauders app as well. In big news, Mark Armstrong, yes, the Villanova freshman, he had a tremendous game. Yes, a tremendous game. There he is, bang, Mark Armstrong. He had an 11-point, 5-rebound performance against the 19th ranked team in the land, Creighton. And our friends at NJ Hoop Recruit, they put together a little compilation from that game. So let's take a listen and see how Mark did against Creighton.
Time to chip away at this thing, but certainly it starts with
standing offensive rebound. Armstrong for three. Give a lot of credit to Daniels hanging with that missed shot. And then but he does leave an open space for Armstrong.
that's one comfortable.
Armstrong off the ball fake.
It's really good. Sequence. Villanova turning.
Odd one win for them. No doubt about that. Beautiful work by Armstrong. Hopefully will be a... Villanova got a few more reinforcements out there. Get a little playing time. Oh, that's just so sweet.
It is.
Mark Armstrong, South Orange, New Jersey.
So the St. Peter's Prep grad putting on a show in his last 2 games against top 20 teams. So congratulations again to Mark Armstrong and those Villanova Wildcats making a run. Will they make it to March Madness? We'll find out soon. We're getting into that time of the year. So, in other news of the week, we also have some more spring schedules to show you guys. We have the volleyball schedule. Again, the times on this are not official, so keep that in mind. But they have a couple out of conference games. They got Clifton. They got Livingston, always top team in the state. Hillsborough, also another top team in the state. But besides that, they're playing mostly the county schools, and also they will have the Catholic tournament for their spring break as well. So St. Peter's Prep Volleyball trying to make a statement, trying to make back a run. With spring right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to keep in mind that we will be providing previews in the next couple weeks of the spring teams as well. So stay tuned for that. Also, since we're going to transition now into the rest of the program with the basketball team advancing to the NJSIA semifinals, let's take a look at the bracket first before we dissect into things. Let's take a look at the bracket right now. There it is. There's the bracketology. And take a look at the top half of the bracket. You had Don Bosco Prep narrowly beating Hudson Catholic. Hudson had 4 opportunities, the closing seconds, to try to tie the game or even win the game. But Don Bosco able to survive, pull it out. And for the 4th time this year, they will face Bergen Catholic in the NJSA semifinals. Bergen coming off a 63-52 victory over Seton Hall Prep on the road. It's a big victory for the Crusaders. For St. Joe's Regional, they went to Del Barton and beat them by 9, in which controversially Del Barton was second, but due to the PowerPoint system. But that means with the Marauders being DePaul Catholic, we'll go over those highlights in a bit. Your Marauders will host St. Joe's Regional, the last game at the Barn, NJSIA non-public North Lake semifinals, 6 p.m. today. And you can watch that, all exclusive, on D1 Media Pro. Myself, Ben Obsalic, will be on the call for that one. But let's take a look at how the boys did in their first matchup, which was against Newark Academy. And Ben Obsalic was on the call with Ignacio Maro of the class of 2025. So, gentlemen, let's take it away.
Miller wide open. Bang! Peyton Miller. Santiago with the and one. Roker. Oh, poked away. Santiago's free. And he lays it in. Miller. Off the rim again. Great rebound there. Kinsler lays it in. To Rosa to Miller. Miller drives. To Kinsler, fights through the contact where it's going. Santiago, bang! Oh, just off the rim. Rosa for the lay. Kinsler takes him to the paint. Santiago to Miller on a fast break with the layup. Back to Guy. To Kinsler from the post, drains it. Armour to end right for the layup. Armour, floater, drains it. Anderson, floater. Here comes Armour. Armour comes in for the easy lay. Armour from way downtown off the rim. Tornabene lays it in though. And right, Gomez. Gomez, easy layup there. Take it, gives it a Porch for 3. Bang! Eric Porch from beyond the arc. Anderson to Gomez for the reversal. Eric Porch with the steal. And with the lay, Eric Porch just misses. Derek Gomez though. Bryce Anderson eats the contact. And goes for the layup. Bryce Anderson from the elbow knocks it down. Bryce Anderson, have yourself a game. Ventura for 3. Knocks it down. George Ventura. Related to St. Peter Sports. Derek Gomez, corner 3. Knocks it down. Another one blocked by Derek Gomez. That's going to be it. 82-24 is the final.
And boy, you talk about the Marauder depth, ladies and gentlemen, in that one. Mason Santiago led the way, 13.6 rebounds, but it was the bench guys the rest of the way Either Mason Santiago is not normally a starter either. So Bryce Anderson, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. Derek Gomez, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Sam Tornabenny, 8 points and 8 rebounds. So the Marauders won by almost 60, absolute domination. And they would take on DePaul in the NJSIA quarterfinals. We know they won that matchup, 74-48. But I was on the call with Ben Novoseolic, which was a big game at the barn. So guys, let's take it away.
Defense, look here. Nice feed inside to Kinsler. Kinsler, tough shot, he gets it to go. Matt Kinsler gives him a roll. Richie Rosa for three. Bang! Richie Rosa on the great feed. That's going to be a 6-3 Marauder. Richie Rosa, nice feed inside. Kendall reverse! Reverse layup. Jackson Kendall.
I've missed those.
There we go. Nico Pena for free. There he is. You called him, Ben. You missed it. We got it. Rebound, Santiago. Santiago to Richie. Richie for free. Bang! There it is. Timeout. DePaul. Pena. Pena in the corner. Got it! Nico Pena. You can't leave him open, Ben. That's what happens.
You can't leave him scoring affairs so far, but again, I think
Pena again for free. He delivers another one.
There we
Nico
go.
Pena on fire. Hensley, quick jumper. Got it.
Wow.
Those quick baskets have been destroying the pulse. Rosa to Miller. Miller takes a shot. Jumper from the baseline. That's good. Payne Miller makes it an 11-point Marauder. Rebound by Rosa. Rosa, coast to coast. And the foul! Richie Rosa with a 3-point opportunity. Drive. Feed, but that's a steal. Richie Rosa. Inside to Tyndall. Gets a layup. Jackson Tyndall gives the Marauders a 13-point lead. Pena gets a pick. Pena to Miller for free. Got it. Payne Miller of the great thief of Nico Pena. And he's been delivering so far in the effort there by Elisa Du, who goes to the floor. Inside to Tyndall, and a foul! Jackson Tyndall looking to complete the 3-point play. Santiago to Rosa for free! Bang! Richie Rosa from downtown delivers again. Here's Rosa to Kinsler. Back to Rosa. Quick. There goes Rosa to Miller for three! Got it! Peyton Miller from downtown. He throws automatically. Kinsler gets hacked. There's a steal. No, go recovered by Tyndall. And he gets the layup. What an effort there by Jackson. Rebound by Rosa. And a foul. Richie Rosa with the 3-point opportunity again. Miller. Kinsler from the baseline. No good. Rebound Santiago with the second effort. That's something to say as well. Kinsler, Santiago drives, reversal is good. Here before the game's over. There's a block by Miller, reversal is good. That's going to do it here from the barn in downtown Jersey City. Your final score: St. Peter's Prep 74, DePaul 48. The Marauders advance to the NJSIA non-public A semifinals.
And boy, Richie Rosa, the freshman, wins the big moments. He's been clutch so far for the Marauders. 18.7 assists in that one. Jackson Tyndall, again, another great performance. A double-double, 17 points, 12 rebounds. Payne Miller, 14 points, 3 assists. And Nico Pena with 12 points as well. And as we talked about, the next matchup, state semifinals, Monday 6 p.m. against St. Joe's Regional. The winner takes on the winner of Don Bosco Bergen Wednesday at 7. And the NJSA non-public North A sectional final from Franklin High School. So, next on the docket, we got the wrestlers of the wrestling team. Of course, I don't know why I say of. They qualify 12 guys. Yes, 12 guys to Atlantic City, in which they absolutely dominated Region 4. As I mentioned, 12 made it to the state sectionals in Atlantic City. 6 champions, 1 second place, 4 third place, and 1 fourth place overall winner. So let's go through all the results and we'll tell you who are those 12 at the end of it. In the first round at 150 pounds, Joseph Ruiz would pin Von Maranka of Brearley at a time of 2:53. Max Nevin on 165 pinned Jeremiah Perez of Boundbrook in 44 seconds. Camarano pinned Daniel Collin of Union at a time of 3:38. In the quarterfinals at 106, Sal Bormetti pinned Michael Daly of Cranford at a time of 3:13. At 113, Jake Tallarico would pin Matteo Littman of Pingree at 3:08. At 120, Giovanni Sciina pinned Michael Tona of Cranford in exactly 1 minute. At 126, Kenny Riccardi defeated Michael Mazziliano of Bridgewater Raritan by technical fall at 3:30, 19-4. At 132, Donovan Chavis of St. Peter's Prep defeated Brandon Valley of New Providence at a time of 2:30. At 138, Angelo Pellicci would defeat Casey Spina of Bridgewater Raritan via pinfall at a time of 3:58. At 144, Jonathan Fuller defeated Dylan Jones by technical fall 17-2 at 4:47. At 150 in the quarterfinals, though, Joseph Ruiz would go down to Nicholas Campa of South Plainfield 9-2. At 157, Anthony Verdi defeated Richard DeRick of Westfield 5-3. At 165, Max Netherland defeated Kevin Taylor of Ridge by technical fall 18-3 at a time of 5:51. And then the big upset in the quarterfinals, Carmen Morano would beat the number 1 seed, Brett Mocha of Milburn 3-0. Big dubs there by Carmen Morano. At 190, Anthony Harris pinned Ryan Turner of Ridge at a time of 45 seconds. Dominic Latino will fall to the 8th seed, Christopher Oliver of Ridge, 3-1 at 2:15. And then at 285, Counter Runners will go down to Lewis Worry by a score of 5-2. And the semifinal, Sal Bormetti would pin Benjamin DeCoco of St. Thomas Aquinas at a time of 3:55. At 113, Jake Talrico defeated Ryder Connors by technical fall 16-0 at a time of 4:16. At 120, Sean Markey pinned Giovanni Sciina at a time of 4:18. At 126, Kenny Riccardi pinned Jordan Batch of the Watch on Kills at a time of 1:34. At 132, Donovan Chavis defeated Andrew Lewinsky of South Plainfield 7-0. At 138, in the great contest, Angelo Pellicci defeated Angel Mejia of Rosa Park 2-1 in 7th victory. At 144, Jonathan Fuller defeated Daniel DeLucin of North Hardin 6-0. Anthony Verdi would go down to Logan Wilczek of Voorhees 6-2. At 165, Max Nelson would go down to Garrett Tedemeyer 2-0. At 175, Adam Bowles pinned Camarano in the last 4 seconds of the match at 5:56. Camarano was down 1. He came back from 4-0 now, was down 1. But then Adam Bowles got the pin. And then in the 190-pound weight class, Anthony Harris pinned Shane Canterman at a time of 150. So we head to the finals. Sal Bormetti took on Logan Waddle of North Hardin, the 1-2 matchup, and Sal would just lose 5-3. He had a great battle on that one, tried to rally back as well, but Logan Waddle held on for the win. At 113, Jake Tellerico defeated Jake Taylor of Delaware Valley 6-0 to win his first regional championship. At 126, Caden Riccardi would win by major decision, absolute dominance over Matt Roach of Delaware Valley 14-2 to win the regional title. At 132, Donovan Chavis would get his regional title, defeating Nick Villani of Bernard's 10-6. In a great contest, these next two right here, Angelo Pellicci would defeat Ethan Composto of Westfield 1-0 to win the 138-pound regional championship. And at 144, Jonathan Fuller would defeat Mason Harms of Roseville Park 3-1 to win that championship as well. And probably the best contest, which I missed. I had to leave early, unfortunately. But Anthony Harris in 37 seconds would pin Alex Uranak of North Hardin, the number 1 seed. So great job by those guys. We go into wrestlebacks now, in which if you get into the third place match, so either third or fourth place, you will also qualify for Atlantic City as well. And at 150 pounds, Joseph Rees would pin Connor Huffling of Cranford at 307. Dominic Latini's run would end in the quarterfinals because he got pinned by Dylan McDonald of Cranford at a time of 226. And at 285, Connor Reynolds would defeat Pablo Brites of Bernards in the 7th victory match as well. We go into the wrestleback semis, and Giovanni Sheena would qualify for Atlantic City as he pinned Jaden Perez at a time of 114. Joseph Ariza's run would end right here, though, as Chris Cosudo would defeat him 4-0. Anthony Verdi would win 14-5 by decision over Harry Lou at 157 to qualify. Max Netherland would defeat Brian Wilson, Northern Hardin, by technical fall 15-0 to qualify. Harmon Morano in a tough contest also won against Henry Norsham of Johnson 5-3. And last but not least, at 285, Connor Reynolds would defeat Samuel Henry 1-0 to advance as well to Atlantic City. And in the third place matchups, Giovanni Sheena would pin Jair Aguilar of St. Thomas Aquinas at 24. Anthony Verdi would defeat Jake Kreisberg of Governor Livingston 7-1. Max Netherland would pin Justice Neimer at 150. And Carmen Morano would defeat Lucas Esposito of Cranford. Another great contest there, 3-2. So who's going to Atlantic City out of the 12 guys? We got at 106, Sal Barmetti, who was the runner-up. 113, the champion, Jake Tallarico. At 120 in third place, Gio Shishina. At 126, Kaden Riccardi, who was the champion. We had DJ Chavez, the 132 champion. Angelo Polici, the 138 champion. Jonathan Fuller, the 144 champion. Anthony Verdi in third place, the 157th representative. At 165 in third place, Max Netherland. At 175, Carmen Morano, third place as well. Anthony Harris, the champion, 190. And at 285, Connor Reynolds, who ended up in fourth place after he forfeited. So, congratulations. Big round of applause for those 12 guys. Great job by our wrestlers. And good luck next week when they compete in Atlantic City. Bring home the gold. In swimming news, unfortunately, they are now 8-1 of the year as they would lose 99-71 to number 4 CBA. And I want to go through the meet as a whole. It was a tough back and forth contest for our Marauders there. At the 200 medley relay, we had Frankie Prekop, Isaac Rivers, Chase Thomas, and David Sawinski ending up in second place overall. In the 200 freestyle race, Will Hines would get third place overall. In the 200 individual medley, we had Evan Briggs come in third place at a time of 2 minutes and 83 seconds. We had Isaac Withers in the 50 freestyle coming in second place. 100 butterfly, Chase Thomas in second place, and 100 freestyle, Frankie Prekop would be first with a time of 46 seconds and 50 milliseconds. And the 500 freestyle, Will Hines would win it. Tough race for him. Coming all the way back to win it at a time of 4:43:35 with Tristan Whitworth in third. And the 200 freestyle relay, the team of Thomas Gong, Chase Thomas, Evan Briggs, and David Sawinski would win it at a time of 1:30:90. In the 100 backstroke, Frankie Prekop would win it at a time of 51:55. In the 100 breaststroke, David Sawinski came in third. And last but not least, in the 400 freestyle relay, Thomas Gong, Evan Briggs, Will Hines, and Frankie Prekop would end up in second. While their team season is over, we still got meet of champions this weekend. for Frankie Prekop, David Sawinski, Thomas Gong, Isaac Withers, Chase Thomas, Will Hines. So good luck to those 6 guys competing. And I want to thank all the seniors who competed with the swim program this year. Again, state semifinals, 81 of the year, number 6 ranked team in the state of New Jersey. Great job by swimming all year. Great job. All right. In other news, the track team, they're not in action this week. No action for the track team, but they got a big meet on Tuesday as they go to the Eastern State Championship. So good luck to those guys who are competing there. Fencing, they headed to the meet of champions this week. We got 3 guys representing Ty Fla, senior, Sebastian Bonomo Jr., Eli Anderson, also a senior. Ty got 8th place overall. Sebastian Bonomo got 13th place overall, and Eli Anderson got 17th overall. So, again, great job by our fencers this year. So, season's almost over, ladies and gentlemen. There's no more sports to talk about. So, again, coming up soon, we will have our spring previews. We're going to have, hopefully, we have some interviews, some insights, some analysis. How baseball's going to do volleyball, lacrosse, tennis, golf, you name it. Stay tuned for the state of the Marauders all year long. But before we reveal this week's Play of the Week award, we have a message from Student Club President Ben Leon to the whole student body. So, Ben, why don't you take it away?
Hey everyone, this is Junior Ben Novosilk, the president of the State of the Marauder Sports Reporters Club. If you're a student at St. Peter's Prep and you want to get involved with sports media or broadcasting, come to one of our club meetings. Dates and times of the meetings will be published on the daily announcements, but if you want more information, you can just email me at novosilk b24@students.spprep.org. We look forward to seeing you guys.
Thank you to Ben for that announcement. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for the Marauder Player of the Week award. And let's talk about the 5 nominees for this week. All right. Again, we had Mason Santiago from basketball. We had Jake Tallarico from wrestling. We had Evan Briggs from swimming. Ryan Byington from hockey, and also from basketball, Peyton Miller. So, let's get a drum roll, please. And the winner of this week's Marauder Player of the Week award, with 42% of the votes, it's going to go to this freshman from the basketball team, the one, the only, Mason Santiago. Congratulations to Mason for getting his first ever Marauder Player of the Week award. So, as I mentioned, we have 5 new guys competing this week for the nominations. First, from the basketball team, we got another freshman. His name, Richie Rosa. And from the wrestling team, we could put 1,000 nominees from the wrestling team this week, but I only have room for one. And it's gonna be the guy who I did not see, but had an epic pin right at the end to win it at 190 pounds. His name is Anthony Harris. This swimmer did a fantastic job all season long. You know, he's only in a couple events normally, so he doesn't get too much shine. He's one of the best at the 100-meter freestyle for the Marauders. And his name is Will Hines. And then I forgot to mention these 2 guys last week. These 2 guys were tremendous for the track team. And I mean absolutely, positively tremendous. they're going to the Meet of Champions this week. So I think these two guys should definitely have your votes for being at the Meet of Champions. Their names are Chad Trammell and also from the track team. You know him from his football skills, but he's qualified for high jump. His name is Zion Fowler. So, those are your 5 nominees to the week. And remember that voting happens only in one place. That's going to be on the app. And the voting will be closed on March the 4th this week. So, again, it's going to be on your screen if you watch on YouTube. Load the app. Voting closes on March 4th, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you vote for who you think should be this week's Marauder of the Week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all once again for listening to another episode of State of Marauders Podcast, episode number 102 of the podcast. So again, continue to spread the word of the State of Marauders Podcast by sharing our social media profile at SAT Marauders to everyone you know, and continue to check them out for all of the latest updates. I want to thank you all once again for listening. We're going to be back next week, hopefully, to discuss a state sectional basketball title. Thank you to everyone, and as always, let's go prep.